All right, so in case you haven't heard, a couple days ago, Bench, the accounting fintech company, closed. It's a Canadian-based company, and they had reportedly 35,000 clients, and it closed on December 27th here, a few days before we're going to be starting into the 2025-24 tax season here, which is pretty crazy. Have some articles here from Yahoo Finance. So on the 27th is when it all went down, when supposedly out of nowhere the company just closed down, which is a real bummer. Um, Obviously, we offer, this is Tim with Cornerstone CPA. I'm the operations partner. We offer tax planning, and bookkeeping as well. So this is technically a competitor, but it's kind of wild. Also, they say without access to the accounting documents, which is true for now. Bench does say on this other side over here that supposedly by the 30th, which is tomorrow, the data should be available. I'm not have zero affiliation with Bench whatsoever, so I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty crummy to drop 35,000 clients right as we're going into the new year here. It's an okay time as far as for changing one service provider to another one, but with no, I don't know, with no runway, with no notice, no warning. So within my accounting company, we've done two purchases of other accounting companies, very small ones that we've added into our company. And for both of those, we have done a lot of work in the transition to make sure that the clients are taken care of in the transition from one provider to the next one. Now, not all of them come over. Some of them choose not to, and that's totally fine. But we put a lot of thought and effort into it, and maybe because they have so many clients, there's no one they could have potentially transitioned to. It is just a real bummer that they weren't able to help transition their clients. Some people obviously are not too happy about that. Some people are pissed off about this, especially migrating from QuickBooks to Bench. Now, we use QuickBooks within our firm for our bookkeeping stuff because it's Intuit, which, if you know anything about the history of Intuit, it's pretty dang close tied to the IRS and all their fun tax stuff. So we believe they're probably not going away anytime soon for as far as our tools that we use. But yeah, this is kind of a crappy situation for those clients. But now, starting coming into 2025, they got to find, if they're doing bookkeeping, someone to take over their bookkeeping, and then also someone to do their taxes. They're actually suggesting that, I read it on a different place here, but they're suggesting that everyone should file an extension because that way they'll hopefully get all their stuff done. Because check it out, if they close December 27th, very likely that means they've not done the December's books. So for everyone who's doing bookkeeping, their 2024 isn't even closed. Now, if they would have closed in January, after finishing out everyone's year, that would have been potentially better for the clients, but then for the company itself, because my guess is it wanted to close on the new year to make it cleaner that way. That's why they chose to do it that way. It's my guess. Total guess. So you have to find now, if you're one of these clients, you have to find a new accounting company. What are some things to consider here? There are some different size considerations. I have three kind of the normal size ones here. There is the one-man shop, one-person shop here. And for these, some people really like them, and for some companies, especially the smaller ones, they make a lot of sense. They're usually the lowest cost, usually directly working with the owner. There's usually one, maybe two people. But oftentimes during tax season, during other times, their capacity gets totally slammed, and then they can't help you out. Also, they have usually not very much systems because the owner themselves is the system. At Cornerstone, we have about 13 employees right now. We're probably going to go up to 15, 16 this year, but I would consider us a small to medium size firm. And one thing I like about us is that we're ran by a CPA, so you can still get to the CPA relatively easily. There's a lot of personalized service with that. We also have a lot of good systems. We have about currently 70 bookkeeping clients and about 200 tax clients. And I'm the operations person in charge of the systems, and we can handle more capacity beyond that. We can't handle 35,000. We can't even handle 1,000. But we can handle, dozens of more clients in the bookkeeping and probably about another 200 more clients in the tax realm, with us still being able to provide the level of service that I would like us to be able to provide. We are definitely going to be not as cheap as the one-man shops or one-person shops, but if this business, if that fits your model, I think that's a good way to go. For us, a lot of businesses that are a good fit for bookkeeping are in the 250 revenue range up to about the 2 million revenue range. And then the large firms, depends on what side of firm you're going with, but you can have broad expertise, but you also definitely can have really scalable systems and very heavily driven on technology. We do use a lot of technology in our firm as well, but they are able to handle huge volumes of clients at a much, much, much faster pace. So if that's important to you, to not have that sort of relationship and just want to kind of receive the service without kind of that connection, that's totally the way to go. Some of the cons, if that's not a good fit for you, you very much can just feel like another number, and then, there's not a lot of personalization in your service. We met with a client last week, and we talked about, customizing their P&L to make it something that's more relevant for them and their particular business so they can be more useful for them. And then also, a lot of times in these bigger companies, you're going to have limited access to your data, because not all the time, but a lot of the times, like in Bench's example, it's a software and a bookkeeping company together, so you have to be in their software. We use QuickBooks Online for our bookkeeping side, and all of our clients have a login to their own QuickBooks, and they're the primary on the account, which means it's their account, and then we are the accountant added to that account, but it is their account. All right, so a little bit about Cornerstone here. Like I talked about a little bit, we do have a CPA who is kind of the head over everything quality control wise, making sure everything is in order, in line there. We are currently 13. I guess they're probably going to grow a little bit from there. We offer bookkeeping, tax planning, and some CFO services. The CFO services are very limited because we're not a huge team. We can't just add on people forever. But we do have the capacity to grow, especially in our bookkeeping and in our tax. And then we are pretty good with communication. Most of the time we'll respond to people within the same day, and then we're able to, more technical questions, usually respond to those in 3 days or so from that. Just for some fun numbers, I looked up some of the ratios. Again, don't know if this was everyone who was in fulfillment at Bench, but these are some rough numbers that I found. At Bench, they had an employee to client ratio of roughly 53 to 1, roughly 35,000 clients, 600 employees from what I could find. At Cornerstone, we have a client to employee ratio of 23 to 1, roughly 300 clients, and currently 13 employees. So again, it gives us more of an opportunity to create that relationship. We're not, someone who is just, actually, if you are a one-man shop, you'd likely have only one person with about 20 or 30 clients. But it's not like having an in-house bookkeeper, but we still definitely know your books. You have a bookkeeping manager who you're talking to on a monthly basis, and they're the one communicating with you, asking certain questions for clarification, and also helping get documents so we can actually do what we need to do. So we are currently accepting new clients, especially in the bookkeeping and tax realm. Like what I said, this is very limited availability, very limited. We'll have to, come and talk to us on that one. So, and then also for taxes, we do a lot of different taxes for, obviously, our business owners, so they get a lot of K1s from their S Corps, C Corps, LLCs, partnerships. And then also we do tax planning, but that will be starting this next year because it is too late in the year now. It is, December 29th, 2024, as I'm recording this right now. So if you would like to potentially work with us, please reach out at our website here, mycornerstonecpa.com. There's a link you can press on the right to schedule a free discovery call. That will be so that you can talk about the needs of your business or the needs of your tax situation. And we'd love to see if we can help you. This is Tim with Cornerstone CPA. You have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.